These are my audience members. Did you know that humans tend to have 3 to 7 dreams a night, and that each individual night, these dreams last for a period of around 2 to 3 hours consecutively? Every human dreams, but it is so rare to find people who are actually educated and informed of dreaming itself. For something so common, it's weird that so few people know about what and how it happens. So to begin with, we must talk about the science behind it all. I'm going to introduce a very important concept that will become very familiar to you by the end of this speech: REM sleep. And this is usually, with some exceptions, the stage where dreams occur. REM stands for rapid eye movement and is one of the 5 stages of sleep. Each stage progresses cyclically from 1 through REM and then begins again from the first stage, stage 1. A complete sleep cycle usually takes an average of 90 to 110 minutes, with each stage lasting anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. REM periods usually become very short during short periods of sleep and lengthen with longer periods of sleep. During REM, rapid eye movement sleep, your brainwaves will mimic the same activity as the one when you are awake. Now, I know the term rapid eye movement can be confusing or misleading, but your eyelids do indeed remain closed, but your eyeball inside of your eyelid will move rapidly from side to side, which is usually related to the intense set of dreams and brain activity that is occurring during this stage. But we have jumped ahead of ourselves here. REM is only the last stage of sleep in the sleep cycle, and we still have to go over the other 4 stages. Stage 1 of sleep is the lightest stage of sleep. This can be described as when you are drifting in and out of sleep in a classroom and struggle to pay attention to your teachers during lecturing. Here you can be awakened very easily, and is the best stage to wake up to in the morning, as your brain is not super invested into catching those Z's. Stage 2 is where your eye movement completely stops and your brain waves become increasingly slower with short bursts of rapid brain waves throughout. Here your body is gearing up and preparing for deep sleep, and your internal temperature and heart rate begin to drop. Stage 3 is a period where the brain waves become extra slow, which are named delta waves. This stage begins a period of deep sleep. This stage is actually where people will experience sleepwalking and talking, night terrors, and bedwetting. All these behaviors are actually characterized and have a name. They are called parasomnias. Stage 4 continues on the deep sleep period. This really acts as a transition stage between REM and stage 3. This stage only produces delta waves. If you wake up during this stage, you might feel disoriented or dizzy for a few minutes after. So if you ever woken up from a dream, like I have, and have been completely confused about where and why you are, maybe you're in stage 4 of sleep. After stage 4, it goes on to REM and then repeats itself until you wake up. It's pretty neat, right? Now, dreaming can occur in all sleep states, but REM is the one where your dreams are most vivid and detailed. These are the ones that you are most likely to remember when you wake up in the morning. Now, the next question you might be asking is, why do we dream? Well, that is still one of behavioral science's greatest unanswered questions. But there are hundreds of theories that researchers have provided over the hundreds of years over how and why they came to be. Memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and threat simulation are just some of the very few examples of these theories. Although they can all be applied, they all lead people to one question. What can dreams tell me about my life, and what do they mean? Freud said that whether we intend it or not, we are all poems. This is because he is referring to the fact that humans dream. Some could say that dreams are very similar to poetry, in that both express life situations and emotions in similar ways. We create images in our heads that represent certain things and have meanings that we may not interpret right away. We all have had that one dream of running away from something scary, but for some reason we seem to get nowhere. This could mean that you may have stress or anxiety or something in life that you may be attempting to avoid. It is amazing how little stories created in our head by different stages can reflect such important meanings towards our character, and how although we all know all the stages of periods of sleep, we still know so little about why it actually happens. Or maybe it is because we are all dreaming now, and when we think we are dreaming, we are actually awake. How will we ever know? These are my audience members.